Turn off the music. Prende tu voz. Esto es Acapella, the podcast, hosted by DJ Frikkiao and friends. Acapella.
All right, for those. So, let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into your musical trayectoria, right? Y para los que están conectados, esta entrevista es en Spanglish. So, si hay palabras que yo me trabo, se van en inglés. Y si otra, I don't know how to say them, they're going to flip back in English. So, so I just want to be clear. So, vamos a comenzar con tu trayectoria. When did you start doing music, period? When did you start become a...
I started messing around with music right around when I was 15. You know, when I went to art and design, I met up with some kids. I used to play, like on, in the lunchroom tables, rapping.
Yeah.
So I used to rap. So I used to rap against the dudes from Brooklyn, from Bronx, because in art and design, everybody comes from everywhere.
Yeah.
So, we used to rap and compete and this and that. So then I met this DJ friend of mine who happened to just listen to everybody and judge everybody. His name is Kevin Perez. Then me and him started hanging out. And he said, "Yo, let's make some music. I got some tracks, and my brother's an MC as well. So come through my crib and let's work on some shit." So then we made that like an everyday thing. I used to make my demos out there and everything, and then eventually I started going to Sam Mash and buying equipment. Then I started to learn how to run drum machines and everything. So I started making my own beats and my own demos.
Yeah.
And by the way, let me throw in George Lamont, because they always mention George Lamont in the show, so I'm gonna mention him as well. Because he went to art and design as well at the same time.
Oh, he did.
And we went and we made our demos at the same spot with Kevin.
Oh.
So that's when we first met way back then.
Dope. Shout out to George Lamont. George Lamont will be here on season 2. Ya está confirmado por ahí.
Because they always mention him and shit.
Yeah, no, because
you know what? Let me throw in my little
George Lamont anécdota. Yeah.
So I made my demo there. Then I got down with my boy's brother who had a group, the Poetic Four. They had a style that sounded like Treacherous 3. So I came in like the young buck that sounded more like LL.
Got it.
So we worked a little bit, but we couldn't gel. Then eventually I went solo. I brought my demo up to Aldo at Cuddy Records.
Yeah.
My little demo that I made, and he liked it, and we recorded my first single the very next week.
And what was the name of the group then?
It was Dose Material.
Dose Material.
That was my first name. It was Dose Material, and the name of the record was Outlaw.
Outlaw. And what style of music was that?
Straight up hip hop.
Just hip hop. Just straight up.
Yeah. It was straight up hip hop. It got played. Red Alert played it once. Little Louis played it once. Believe it or not, he played it as well on the radio. That's what I'm talking about, on the radio.
Yeah.
And that was it with that. Then pretty much after Outlaw, that's when I got into like house music and hip house, and that's when I got into the whole Tuna Room situation.
So qué fue que pasó? ¿No te funcionó lo de hip hop, or you just wanted to go? What happened?
I really wanted to be a hip hopper, yeah. But then there was like this opportunity to do hip house. And I was like, I wasn't really crazy about it because, that's something that LL wouldn't do. So I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So hip house was
Roger from the hood, my Dominican producer, DJ friend from Uptown, Roger Pauletto.
Yeah.
Shout out. He was approached by Aldo Marin from Cutting Records to do a house record for an album he was doing, about instrumentals. But they wanted one vocalist on one track. So I ended up doing something with Roger, and my first single was called Do What You Want.
Yeah. So
and that was the hit. That was my first hit.
That was the hip house.
The hip house record that became my first hit. At 19, I had my first hit, and I started traveling around doing shows with my dancers and everything.
Damn, as long as I've known you, I didn't know that, dude. I didn't know that shit.
Yeah. No, pero qué bueno. Hope other people learn something today.
Yeah. All right. So you did that, and
what the very next single was a big one though. Wiggle It.
So you were still Dose Material at that point?
No, it was Two in a Room. So I stuck with the Two in a Room thing because Do What You Want worked out.
Okay. Oh, so Do What You Want came out with Two in a Room.
As Two in a Room, yeah.
Why the name? How did the name come out?
It was Two in a Room featuring Dose Material. I was still Dose Material, but it was under that album.
Oh.
But then I was a standout artist with the standout track on that album. I think little Louis Vega will probably beg to differ. He might say his was better.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, since mine had vocals, I was able to go out there and do shows and present myself in different states.
Yeah.
And, and it was a hit also out there in Europe.
So wait, I missed something. I missed something, those, because when did you switch from those materials to Two in a Room? And wait, you might have said that already. I might have missed it.
Yeah. It's just I kind of morphed into.
Yeah, but who's the two and who's the room?
All right, I forgot to tell you. Well, that's the name that
I'm
Aldo
like,
Marin
wait, did I miss that?
Aldo Marin came up with the name. That's his concept.
Okay.
I came in after the fact.
Okay.
I came in after the fact that's just like a featured artist on an album, a compilation album with various producers, a lot of producers. There were like about 10, 12 different DJ producers. But my track was the only one with vocals on it.
Okay.
A track called Do What You Want that I did it together with Roger Pauletta from Uptown, OSN, Posse. What up?
Yeah.
So we did that. And then from that point on, I partnered up with Roger Pauletta, the same guy that hooked me up with that situation with Aldo.
Got it.
That thing. So then eventually we ended up staying with the name. Like Aldo said, you know what? You guys could keep representing the name as artists to go do shows. So it's not just some DJ, vinyl thing. It's actually an act. We had dancers and everything. So that's when I became Two in a Room. And then shortly right after that, a few months right after that, I was asked to do vocals for another track that's on the same album.
Yeah.
That was produced by a Dominican producer named George Morel. And it's a track called As It Grooves. They called me up and said, yo, put some vocals on it, make a song out of it. So I wrote Wiggle It. I added, and I made it really commercial because it was a really underground track, but I wrote it very commercially.
And that's why the song says.
It ended up being a smash.
Yeah, that's why the song says As It Grooves. So that you did incorporate the lyrics in there.
Yeah, that's how it worked. Yeah, I always do that.
Oh, that shit is dope, man. That shit is dope. So wait, you told.
And it went gold.
That went gold
in a few countries, in American. Yeah,
yo,
you want me to top 15, top 40? Well, actually, it made it to 15.
You want me to be completely honest, bro? I thought Two in a Room was two dudes. Like I thought
I don't know what's going on in your head, bro.
Dude, I thought Two in a Room this whole fucking time.
What is going on, dude?
Loco, no. No, but I'm saying, te estoy revelando ahora que, like, back then, I thought Two in a Room was two dudes. Like, I mean, I don't know, the room, I guess, was I don't know.
But two dudes in what sense?
Two dudes in a room. I don't know, bro. You know what? Let's just go left.
Two dudes could be in a room working on music, dude. And that's all it was. Get your mind out of the gutter, buddy. I wouldn't be associated with you, whatever you're trying to imply. Mira,
ahí está Alcover conectado. He's like, I thought, no, I'm not saying now. I'm saying back then. Yeah, I'm saying back then, como que yo pensaba que Two in a Room, no, un grupo de dos tipos, cantando, lo que sea. I mean, I'm not trying to imply anything. I'm just saying, like, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it.
But, that was the name of the concept that Aldo did, whatever. And then I ended up being, like that group for a bit.
Yeah.
Wiggle It ended up being a smash. We started touring the world. And,
yeah. That was a dope record, man. It's a Two in a, I mean, whatever. Two in a Room, you definitely hizo su marca.
Yeah, focus on Wiggle It.
Yeah.
Just a little
well,
bit.
That's the whole shit about Two in a Room too, bro. Whatever.
You got to wiggle. En español, menéalo.
Oh, yo, you know what I heard? I heard that.
Menéalo suavecito.
So wait a minute.
I get the writer's credits on that as well.
Wait a minute. I heard that was a record. Was that Lisa M? Who's Menéalo?
Lisa M.
Lisa M. I heard that when you heard that, you translated that and you came up with that record.
No, it's the other way around. I did the English version that was top 40, like the one that blew up, para los gringos. It was a gringo record. We were two Dominican dudes. Yeah, two Dominican dudes in Gringo land with that record.
Oh, and then Menéalo came out after your record?
Afterwards. Yeah, they did the Spanish version.
Coño,
so eventually we had to kind of sue them, and and we won, of course.
It's
a melody, so now we get the writers of it.
So that's fucking, yo, I didn't know that. Yo, somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Hit that button, nigga.
Yo, hold on, bro. Somebody told me that. He he heard the Lisa M and he translated it. But I don't know. Fuck it. Like,
Who told you that?
I don't know, bro. Tú sabes que hay
That's what I'm saying. That's why these shows are important, because live.
Super important, bro. Super important. That's why we're documenting. Yeah, okay.
Your show, you know what I suggest? You should have a Bible, and whenever you start your show, everybody, hey, put your hands up, and you ain't gonna tell a lie.
No, bueno, mira. You know what the Bible is, bro? Have a shot, because the more you drink of this, the more truth you're gonna say.
Yeah, coño, yeah. No. Espera, todavía no.
All right.
Yeah, so to the room. That's what we're up to, right? So we already spoke about all the touring.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I had a great time. You know, I finally, in those days, I was on tour with Vanilla Ice. You remember Vanilla Ice?
Yes.
Yeah, so we did a whole U.S. tour with the guy. It was pretty good. Roger Pauletta was going to have a fight with him because he fucked his girl.
Damn.
But that's some other story.
Damn.
Yeah, they were going to fight on the beach, dude. That shit was crazy.
And, I mean, was Vanilla Ice up to the shit? Like, was he down to fight?
He was pretty mad that my boy fucked her. So he was like, they rolled up. Him and his other, his Black Lives Matter dudes that we was hanging with. He was only like the only white guy. Everybody was black. But they all rolled up like, yo. Pero, tú sabes, nothing went down, and they didn't throw us off the tour. It was his tour.
You never seen him again? You never seen Vanilla Ice again?
I saw him. We rode on a plane once in first class. On a whole flight, we were drinking and shit and talking about it, But we spoke for a bit, and then I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But he was sitting right next to me.
Oh, nice. All right. So two in a room. Okay. So then what happens next? What was your next major milestone after Wiggle It?
Then after that, my boy Elvin. I know you know Elvin. He was one of the members of he's of Fulanito.
Yeah.
He hollered at me and he was like, "Yo, the Vargas brothers just sent me this dope track. And I think you should get on this track with me. Let's rock this together instead of just me alone."
Yeah.
And I appreciated it because it was a dope track, and that's El Trago. Aquí yo quiero trago.
Yeah.
Aquí yo quiero. So that's that track. Rest in peace to Danny Vargas. I'll always remember you. Love you, dude. All of us love you, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Danny Vargas, the Wepa man.
Yeah.
He was a vocalist that everybody knows, and Danny and Victor Vargas used to come through, and we did the whole production. So that was my next single, El Trago, and El Trago got on. It was actually the last house record that was on Hot 97. Just another little tidbit. There.
Yeah, no, I'm
India y El Trago. India had a song. Y El Trago were the last two dance records on Hot 97.
Yeah. I mean,
then it went totally hip hop after that. But the thing is, El Trago was one of the last songs that was on. I did the radio show with Dre and all that kind of stuff right towards the end. So it was like a little hit, like in New York.
Yeah.
And around the country, and so Elvin and I toured around like the world with that.
With that record.
So we did really well with that. Yeah. So that's a milestone because it was a hit.
It was a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so El Trago. Okay, then.
And that's in '94.
Yeah, there's Elvin.
I skipped over something when I met Pickles, because we met Pickles in 1990.
Yeah, how'd you meet him?
When I met Pickles in 1990, when Wiggle It came out, my record was already like a big hit, and he had a party. He threw a party or the Classic Jammers from Uptown. He used to be down with the Classic Jammers. It's a DJ crew from Uptown.
Yeah.
And they threw a birthday party for him, and we were the act to perform at his party.
Okay.
So he was already famous back in 1990 before I even met him.
So he already had a good following. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like an Uptown legend already. But they were already throwing birthday parties for him at this club on 157 in Broadway. I don't know if you remember that club. Fuego.
Yeah.
Fuego. I know people remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
People, yeah.
Okay.
So that's where I met Pickles. I did one of my first shows of Wiggle It was there. But that's when I met him, and Pickles started hanging with us from that point on.
Okay.
Like, he used to just be a dude that used to hang with us. So from that point on, from his birthday, is kind of when we became friends.
Okay.
And then during this whole thing with El Trago, when that happened in '94, he was still hanging with us. Like, we were always hanging around.
Yeah.
For all those years. Even during my down years, which was like '93, when all the Wiggle It money was running out.
Yeah.
He was one of the few niggas that gave me a call and came through, and always was looking for me. You understand? You know how when the fame dies out, everybody stops hanging around.
That's how you know who's riding, though, man. When the money runs out and the lights come on, that's how you know who's still there rocking with you. That's how you know.
Yeah, so Pickles is one of those dudes that always just hung around and always called. ¿En qué tú estás? Yo te voy a buscar, vamos a salir. So he was always that dude. So we were always like always hanging around all through all those years.
Yeah. But you can tell that
so after then, so then after, and then I met Winston, which is my producer for Fulanito, my co-producer.
Yeah.
I met him also right around 91 when we were doing a remix for my second single of the Wiglet album called She Got Me Going Crazy. And he was the engineer that night to do the remix. He was just like an engineer that the studio had, random, you know. He looked like a skinhead, so we didn't really like, he looked like a mean dude, looked like a skinhead, you know. But then I looked, he had like a Dominican dollar as a chain. And I looked at him and said, yo, you Dominican? He was like, coño, sí. And then right there we became friends.
Wow.
Kate was white, but he ended up being Dominican. Then from that point on, we ended up being like a crew, including Pickles,
Elvin,
Winston, and Elvin. So you see that we all catching, like, that's when we all start getting together, like just as friends.
Yeah. And
then Reno as well used to always hang around with Elvin, and I produced a record for them back in 90, like late 90, early 91. So that's where I met all the guys. So like pretty much right there, you see pretty much where I met the original guys.
Yeah, 91, 92, 93. So
93, say 94. So then 95 comes along. 95 comes along, and then we made this record. Winston put a track together that sounded like Miami bass.
So wait. Let's back up. So how did you guys all decide to become a group? Like they were just hanging around you. Like, did you guys one day were just smoking around and shit? And like, yo, all right, nigga, let's just do this shit.
Well, when it comes to Fulanito, I could get to that later. But if you want to just jump into but we got
no. I just want
to 740 Boyz is important.
Okay. So Fulanito wasn't Fulanito just yet. It was 740 Boyz first.
Yeah. So in 94, in 94, I was still in Tuna Room. I was still in Tuna Room with Elvin. We were on tour in Europe. We were on a world tour with the Out Here Brothers and, you know, doing all that dance music shit, you know. And then at the same time, I happened to have this other hit record under a name called 740 Boyz that was out at the same time.
Yeah.
We made a record. Winston and I just got in the studio like always. We were some dudes that were always in the studio drinking 40, smoking blunts, and just cranking out records. Yeah. And cracking records. We used to just crank records and give it a name. So the thing is, we did this other record called Shimmy Shake. Because, you know, Win did this like bass record, Miami bass type record. He says, yo, put some vocals on it and do some loop type shit. Like what they do in Florida, like Miami. So he said, use the word shimmy, shake, something like that, and just write a song about it. So I wrote a song about it, and I said, here you go. But the thing is, I did shake the shimmy, baby, shake that shimmy, cocoa pop, but you know, real loud. And the thing is, we needed to get somebody else to be in the group as well to help me out with the show because those vocals are very strenuous.
Yeah.
You know, like to say a rap and then to sing that high pitched shit at the same time was really hard. So that's when Winston and I turned up to our good friend Pickles and said, yo, dude, can you do this voice more or less? Can you at least get it? Because if you can, you could join the group. That's how we joined the group because he did it. He sounded pretty close. I was like, you know what? Good enough. And then that's when he joined the group with us at 740 Boyz. So that's where we started the concept of like kind of like yelling on the chorus.
Yeah.
Hey, mama, what's up? Shake that shit, baby. You see like the correlation there.
But that was that was all Pickles. That was all his voices, or that was because I also thought that was your voices.
That's what I'm trying to explain is that he is not the guy who did the voices. I did the voices on the song, like starting from 740 Boyz. I did the hooks. Mm-hmm. Like I recorded the hook, you know, I did everything. Winston did some stuff like in a verse, a little bit of the verse towards the end, but I did pretty much 95% of the vocals. You know, I did like my squeaky voice that I used to call Crow. Then I did my high voice. Blah, blah, blah. So that's the concept, always changing my voice. That's what I always do.
Yeah. So tú eras como la voz guía. Tú eras la voz guía y él venía y grababa después de ti.
No, he no grabó nada. Pero brother.
Coño, pero coño.
Él no grabó nada. Él no grabó nada. Coge otro trago o no coge otro trago. No, él no grabó nada. Él no grabó nada. La vaina, I would record it, and then we just wanted to kind of incorporate somebody for when we do the shows and promote.
So he never recorded any of those high-pitched voices. None of that. It was all you, and he then performed those in the live shows.
Yeah, it was just for the show. It was just for the show and for videos. If you see the videos of Fulanito, you're gonna see him doing it.
But is he
You know
doing?
what I mean?
Is he doing that with the TV track, or is he doing that? He's really doing it.
Well, when we do our TV track, sometimes there was the high pitched voice there, and sometimes not. So he would just blend with it, and it worked.
Okay.
It just worked. Because the thing is, with that kind of thing, as long as you stay in the same kind of pitch, más o menos, it's gonna sound all right. So we figured it out, and that was the formula that we used in 740 Boyz. Then eventually we did that in Fulanito.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Always.
So that was all. So he never really. So you kind of just built that blueprint for him to do that live, never on the recording.
It wasn't even for him to do it live. It was just for us to do our thing. We did the record already. It's just we got him after the fact. You understand what I mean? It was never like we did the record to be like, yo, Pickles is gonna be the guy who's gonna front this. We just did the record, and then we thought about, oh shit, this shit blew up quickly. Because in those days things were blowing up very fast, and we had to like think fast and make a group. Because if you're top 10. And you got to go and do the top show next week. You just have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And we just did it quickly.
Yeah.
And we just and Pickles was around, my loyal friend. I said, yo, come on. Can you do it? Yeah. Hey. And he was the guy. And we did it together. So the thing is, in the beginning, I was on tour as Two in a Room with Elvin. We were on tour while Shimmy Shake was a hit. And they were out in France while I was in Germany somewhere. And while I was in Germany, I had to sing Shimmy Shake because people announced that, yo, that's the guy who sings Shimmy Shake. Because in Germany, when I was doing the Two in a Room shit, 740 Boyz was already hot. So I was like hot and in two groups already at the same time. But I had to sing the thing of the other group. And then it got a little hectic that eventually I joined the 740 Boyz with Winston and
you know Pickles. What? You might
can I skip something? I forgot to tell you that they became 740 Boyz while I stood as Two in a Room.
Yeah.
Because I already had obligations with the tour.
Yeah. You mind if I just pause? I want to hear the Shimmy Shake because I don't think I've ever heard this record, and maybe if I did, I forgot.
Okay. Right.
And this is you right here, and this is your voices here.
Yeah. That's me.
There goes my YouTube, payments. They're gonna flag my shit now. Shit is hot, bro.
Yeah, it was a banger. That shit was gold. Shit went gold in France. That's Winston right there. I hurt you.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah, that shit is dope, man. So that was the 740 Boyz concept.
Yeah, that was it was like it ended up being us three as a group. Winston, Pickles, and myself. We were the 740 Boyz.
Okay.
And it went gold. We went to Russia twice, South Africa, Morocco. We were Morocco. We went about 3 or 4 times. New Caledonia, Italy, Spain, everywhere, like all over the place. It was a big smash. So that was around 95. 95 lasted till about 96.
1 year.
Yeah.
So then you were.
So then we just toured around. We toured around for a whole year, made some loot, had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then we on the road we would always run into like P1.
Okay.
We were in Spain somewhere and we ran into P1, and that's when I first met like Magic and everybody, and I was like, oh, what up, bro? And we shared a stage, but then I started to like really see what they were doing, and I was like, man, that's interesting right there.
Yeah.
I was like, we were like, man, we should tap into that. I know our Spanish ain't that great, but I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah.
Is
that one that te tocó la campanita de Fulanito that you were like, wait a minute, we should look at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were like, we should try something in Spanish, because we were always doing English, In my mind, you era un americano moreno.
Yeah.
That was me before.
I mean, the dance stuff, the dance was working.
I was trying to be LL and Rakim. That was me. I was trying to be that.
I mean, listen, and it was working for a minute, right? The whole dance music shit, and you're out in these European countries. Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, back in them days, records used to sell for real.
Yeah.
It was really fun times. You used to make money even before the record sold. That's how good it used to be back in the 90s. But that's a whole other story.
Yeah. So
then after a while, we were like, we wanted to tap into the Latin scene, and then we were trying to like, we'll figure it out one day. And then one day, my dad went and said, why don't you guys try doing some of that music that Winston's father does? Incorporated with the music that you do, like with the hip hop.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what? It could, because tempo-wise, it's just like merengue, you know, Frikkiao, but it's merengue.
Yeah.
You know, so we could do kind of like a Proyecto Uno type group, but with Perico Ripiao. But that's when I brought the idea to Winston. I said, yo, what do you think about that? We should try something like that. And then Winston said, I don't know how. Well, you know what? Let's just bring my father over and we'll figure it out. So Arsenio straight up came in and nailed it. He nailed the accordion. He played the bass himself as well. Winston put in a sample. That borrows a little bit from Johnny Famolati's sample. I know he's going to hear it later because he always says, yo, but you guys took my sample. I'm like, yo, I'm mentioning it right here.
What sample? What sample was this?
The little drums, the drums in Wayando.
Okay,
okay. You know that beat that Famolati made?
Yeah. Tócame el bing bing. Tócame el bing bing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's why Famolati's always like, yo, nigga, yo, mention me, yo, that beat. I'm like, yeah, I mentioned it. So, you know, we put it together. Arsenio did his thing. I sat down and I wrote lyrics, you know, on a merengue record for the first time right there. And that's when I made Wayando. And the thing is, that wasn't even the name of the song, Wayando.
How did the name of
the name of the song is actually Gozadera Total, right? But the thing is, in the beginning of the song, when we were recording, you know, when he was testing the mic, I just blurted out Wayando, but Winston recorded it. So when he played it back, it just sounded cool. He said, "Yo, leave that shit there." So the song always starts like that. And I tell, you know, people used to ask me, "What's the name of the song?" I mean, "Oh, Gozadera Total," but people are like, Nah, it sounds like the name is Wayando. So then, because everybody, whenever they wanted to hear it, because before the record even came out, we used to play it among family for like a whole year. So before everybody heard it and it was a smash already in my family's house. So everybody was already like, yo, tócame ahí Guayando, coño. Tócame Guayando ahí. And it was already a smash as Guayando. And then that's why we finally just named it that.
Yeah, porque eso comenzaba con Guayando. So you recorded that by mistake almost, just talking. And he
So Guayando, it was like testing, mic check, Guayando. But he recorded it, and it just sounded fucking good.
Yeah.
And we said, yo, keep that shit there.
Yeah.
And that ended up being the name, and it ended up being pretty iconic, I think.
That was. I mean, Guayando.
Stumbling into it.
Guayando era that was Guayando. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah.
Okay, so then now, smash hit. Were you guys now signed as Fulanito? What was?
All right.
How did that?
Yeah, so that's why I got to rewind a little bit.
Okay.
I got to rewind a bit because the thing is, Winston and I put the album together without any thought of how we were going to market. You remember how we used to just make records then?
Mm-hmm.
We finished the whole album, but we didn't even know who was going to be if there was even going to be a group, because it was done more like a solo. Because I'm doing it myself, so it's like a solo project.
Yeah. So
all the choruses, wait, all that bullshit, that's all me. And the chorus, vamos a gozar, in every song. And la novela, así que me gusta a mí, all that chorus, that's all me. It's only me.
So wait, what did
so it's like a solo project.
So
we turned it into a group. We decided to make it a group for marketing purposes.
Okay. So wait, so you did all that. What was Winston's job?
He was a producer. He was my partner.
Okay,
we worked on the records together. I'm never gonna take away the hard work that he put into it, because we both really worked hard.
Did Winston write any of the records?
He wrote the music with me. Yeah, he didn't write lyrics.
No lyrics.
I wrote all the lyrics by myself, and I sang all my lyrics. I wrote and sang everything. Like everything I wrote, I sang it myself.
Okay.
Whether it's the choruses or like yays or whatever. I always did everything. Winston did the music, and he, mixed it down, and all the shit that we need to do to complete a record.
Okay. All right.
So he did his thing.
Because
it's just that it's just the thing is when people say, "Oh, it's a group thing," I'm like, well, the way we recorded it wasn't a group thing, and the label didn't sign everybody; they signed Winston and I.
Yes.
Because it was our project, our production company. The group came after the fact for marketing purposes. So let's put together a group, and I just put together all the dudes I know, like my boys. Like that's why I pointed them out early, because there was a guy that always hung around me. So instead of me looking for dudes that might be the best qualified, I just picked my friends.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Makes sense. Okay, so now you guys came out for all intents and purposes. You guys came out as Fulanito, right? Now, how did the name? Who came up with the name? Who sat in a room and said, was it you and Winston, two in a room? Get it? Just kidding. Was it? Yeah.
No.
So who came up with the name?
We came up with the name Fulano de Tal. Like Fulano de Tal was gonna be the name first of Fulanito. It was gonna be Fulano de Tal, but then we ran into a problem. When we were about to do our first show in Miami, somebody claimed that another group owned that name, and we ended up getting a call from a lawyer that was like, "Yo, that name is already taken, so you got to come up with another name." So Aldo gave me a call. I remember I was driving up Broadway. I was on 135th Street in my truck. I pulled over to the side because I got a beep. Yeah, they used to, back in the beeper days, I had to get out
and make the phone call. Yeah.
Yeah, make that phone call right there in that McDonald's, 137, 138. Where was that? I got out there. Aldo was like, "Yo, we have a problem before we release this record. We need to change it because of lawyers and this and that. What other name do you have in mind?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I already kind of had in mind what I wanted. I said Fulanito because I already mentioned it in the songs of the album. I referred to myself as Fulanito in some of the tracks. So I said right away, I was like, "Whoa, Fulanito." And Aldo said, "I'll give that a try. I'll have out the lawyer. Let's see what's up."
Yeah.
And they came back that it was okay. So technically, I came up with the name Fulanito, but really is Winston and I, because Fulano de Tal was really what we were getting at. I just came up with the last, the thing because I mentioned it before.
Right.
So that's it. That's that.
Okay. Okay. Very interesting. All right. So before I we'll come back to that because I have a couple of more questions about that. Then you release the album, right? You have now what records, what songs were in that album that you did Guayando. What else did you do in that whole?
El Cepillo.
That you released. It was Cepillo. It was
Guayando was the first one. And Muchas Gracias, Nori Caro, y Gianni Famalari, they were the first ones to play it in New York.
Yeah.
I remember it was in September. We were out in Mexico doing some 740 shows. And we got the call from Aldo while we were out there going crazy in Mexico that, "Yo, Famulari just played it and we're getting great feedback. Every DJ wants it."
Guayando.
Guayando. This was late September.
Yeah.
So then that's where, we just released the whole album in November.
So you had the album. We had
a whole album ready because once we finished Guayando a year before, we worked on an album the whole year.
Yeah,
Winston and I.
Yeah, you had La Novela in that album too. Was that novela in there?
Yeah, La Novela, El Cepillo, Mano Fría.
Guayando Goma.
Número 7.
Guayando Goma estaba en eso también ahí.
Guayando Goma, no, that's later on.
Okay.
Yeah. But another thing, I want to give a shout out to Elvin again, because he was the dude that came up with the concept of the hats. The hats that everybody talks about, the hats and the suits. That was something that Elvin came up with. You know, so I always give him props to that because everybody in the group came. They brought something to the table always. Like after the fact, they weren't part of the recordings, but when the other side of Fulanito is the stage performance and what we project to the public.
Yeah.
And Elvin was really great at that. He used to be called El Loquito because he used to get the crowd riled up. And he came up with the concept of, we should do some dances, even though we're not dancers. And we should wear these hats and wear white. So he came up with that.
Yeah.
So I always give him props for that.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
And I always give props to Reno for having his Backstreet Boy looks that had the girls screaming. So he's the one that made us officially a boy group because all the girls scream whenever he came around.
Good looking guy in shape. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody did their thing.
Yeah.
Everybody had a position.
Yeah.
We had a nice scam going on.
Okay. All right. So you guys did that. You released the album. Están trabajando. Están metiendo mano. You're making money. You get in the bag. Second album comes around. Was there any? Ahora, ¿quién cobraba más en el grupo en el primer álbum? Performing. ¿Quién cobraba más?
I'm pretty sure that was probably going on because, it's just human nature.
You
know what I mean? So I was the one that was making more, obviously.
Yeah. So, Winston never got...
everybody got paid percentage. It wasn't like I did like some, like they do in the other merengue groups. Mira, toma tu $100 y no joda. Yeah. It wasn't like that. Everybody was not just that. They were like really like in.
Yeah.
you know, and then we made a percentage thing. So we made more money. They made more money.
So you
know,
did
it was
you
like that. But la vaina, you gotta understand that I paid all the expenses, even though I made most of the money.
Yeah.
Like all them suits, I paid for them suits. I paid for all them hats. You know how many hats we went through? You know, so I did all that kind of stuff, the day to day, whatever needed to happen, while everybody just went along, you know, with their lives, and they just showed up whenever we needed them.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, I was running around going crazy.
I also heard that you didn't.
Know what I mean?
I also heard that tú no tenías ningún contrato con ninguno de los miembros. It was you and Winston, and I heard, you know, through my Associated Press fax machine, que me llegan aquí los boletines, que everybody was just on some work for hire shit. Like there was just no, they were free to leave at any time.
They had the freedom, you know. Everybody was, you know, yeah. I think the last thing I wanted to do was tie them down. You know, I'm like, you know what? Whenever you want to go and do whatever, because really they all had aspirations to do their own thing always.
Yeah.
So to me, I was like, whenever they came up with their concept, they could have left at any time. Because, you know, to tell you the truth, they were always looking to get out. You understand? Like to try to get their thing popping.
Yeah.
It's just that I believe our thing was always popping so much that they weren't going to leave something that was already popping.
Of course.
So, but I'm saying, like, if we would have been in the ditch, like after the first single, everybody would have just bounced.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And me and Winston would have just got stuck with the thing and then move on to the next project. The thing is that this shit had longevity, so people hung around.
Yeah.
I think. I don't want to talk for them, but I believe that's what happened because they really wanted to do their own thing.
Yeah. So, all right. So you did, how many albums did you guys do as a group? As with the original guys, with you, Winston, Elvin, Pickle?
Three albums.
3 albums.
It was about three albums and 1 remix album, like kind of just like a smash up of the 3.
Yeah.
But it was really like out of like original albums, it was 3, the first 3.
And what was the best selling album out of those 3? The first one?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you
which that's the same one that you also toured the most? Well, so I guess grossing, like you
well, the grossing thing, it like stretches out throughout the years. You know what I mean? Because you could go like 3 or 4 years down the line, you might not be the hottest thing, but you'll be getting the bigger bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's you already established.
Yeah.
When we first came out, like I'm saying, in New York City, we made no money. When we had the biggest record in New York, and they didn't want to pay us more than $1,500.
Yeah. Hold on.
You know
now, 1,500.
Diablo, that's what you throw the bomb for? Jeez. Dios mío.
Coño, pero tú estabas cobrando 1,500 en los 90. Tú estabas guisando. Tú estabas guisando.
How else are you going to do 5 shows in a night?
Exactly. All right.
That was the run. That was the run around in New York City. Everybody was running around.
Oh, New York City is a bit. So speaking of
5
New York,
shows a night.
Yeah. So speaking of New York, you know, a lot of artists se sienten que. How do you feel about the New York market? You being a guy that, you know, I mean, you had I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true or not, but I read that you guys had like the #1 record in Colombia at one point.
Yeah.
And how do you feel that
Guayando beat Shakira, believe it or not, that year.
In Colombia?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about the New York market, man? Like what it has turned into as far as for a lot of the New York talent that comes out of here? Because a lot of guys, man.
It's a shame, dude.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shame.
Yeah.
But it's like some political shit that is really fucked up that New York niggas do it to themselves. You know, but it's not even the artists, it's, you know, the DJs, because the DJs, they validate un merengue. It has to hit in DR, first of all. So if you live in New York, you have to make sure that it hits in DR before the New York nigga will play your shit. That's what I discovered, like in the early 2000s. And I was like, wow, really? So I'm going to have to literally move over there for you to play my shit? And it kind of like, that's pretty much what they told me. Like, you have to make it a hit in DR for me to play it for you here. And I was like, damn, that's why I missed the Famulari days, because, you know what I mean? Them niggas used to break records.
They broke
We
records.
never would have had Fulanito. Like, let's say, putting out like Guayando in 2001, it would have been a problem because they wouldn't have played us.
Yeah.
It's just that back in 95, they used to be Famulari, and Famulari used to break records.
Yeah.
And he used to break merengue records, especially. So that's how, Oro Solido, Fulanito, we broke out of New York, and then eventually we international. But right now, there is no New York sound. It hasn't been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Mafio came in because he lived in New York, and El Merengue Electrónico brought back merengue. But before that, it was dead. It was dead. New York merengue, that is. Nobody could come from New York. You wouldn't be accepted. Not at all. No matter how good.
Yeah, but now how do you attest to some artists that do break, you got some artists that do break out of the mold and do hit in the, like, for example, like I'll give you an example. You got Romeo Santos. He's out of New York. And
yeah, bachata. Yeah, he did. And the thing is, that was the last. Like, really, who else? Like really to break out like that. They kind of do that. It has to be validated by DR first. Like back in those days when Aventura, it didn't matter. Even though they gave him a lot of heat because they were young guys, just started, doing the thing. People were giving him the heat, but the thing is, Romeo came with the heat, and they just couldn't stop him anymore.
Yeah.
But he went through his obstacles because they shame us New York dudes trying to be, Dominican York. They're like, yeah, you ain't real. Yeah. It ain't that real shit.
Yeah. I mean, what do you, how do you feel like, I mean, we touched on it already, but how do you feel about this whole, we've had a lot of combos here. How do you feel about this? And I ask this to every artist, this whole radio thing, do you rely on radio anymore? Because you still gig and you still do your thing and you don't really rely on the radio. You don't.
Not at all.
And how do you promote your records now?
What now?
Yeah.
Well, internet, social media. That's all we got pretty much these days, which is great. I think is great if you know how to maneuver yourself around it.
Yeah.
Do it. I think it's a great opportunity for everybody because back then a lot of people were shut down. Like right now, even whack niggas could put out records. You couldn't put out records back in the 90s if you were whack.
Yeah.
It used to cost to put out a record. It used to cost $2,000-$3,000 to put out anything, because you have to put on vinyl. Right now, you spend $10, and that's what there's all sorts of garbage.
Yeah.
Because all you got to do is pay $10, and you're all over in all the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a great opportunity because now people who might not have the savvy to get on a label could just run their own hustle. They run their own hustle, and they could actually make their own thing happen. And it's happened. You see how all these people are successful, and it's not because of conventional radio play.
Yeah.
So radio, yeah, it's good. Like radio. When do I listen to radio? When do you listen to radio? When I'm in the car. I listen to it when I'm in the car only. There's no other time I listen to radio unless it's Alex Sensation, because my wife loves Alex Sensation, so she plays it at the time that he's on. But that's rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is always in the car. So I don't think it's valuable, because if you finally make it there, it's great. But I think it's already, they have a system that it shuts everybody else out.
Yeah,
the little guy is shut out.
Yeah, what they say is that que ya cuando un artista trabaja en la calle, trabaja en el internet, trabaja en los otros medios, que entonces así se puede dar cuenta la radio y lo consideran para tocarlo. So,
sí, puede ser así también. You have to bring up the popularity.
Yeah.
Tiene que meter mano, ¿tú sabes? Yeah, tiene que meter mano and do that work. Do that work, and it could be done because we have a lot of tools now. We didn't have those tools back then.
But do you feel it's just New York though? Because I mean, I speak to guys from LA, from the Midwest, and they support every genre of music. They don't. Of course, urban right now is rocking, but okay, a lot of guys out, like for example, like Tony O out in San Francisco, él todavía toca merengue y cuando estaban, before we went on lockdown, he's like, yeah, I'm bringing out acts out here. I'm bringing this. I'm bringing that. And it's working out there. So why is it working in one market and not working in the other market?
We got to break down the New York nigga. Well,
I'm just saying, bro.
But because everybody else is usually a little more humble. New York is a whole other scene. I don't know. Es como algo, we always traveling, so we get to see all sorts of characters.
Yeah.
Like out west, they love merengue. The crowds, like the Mexican crowds, they go crazy when we play merengue. And they don't give a shit how the tamborero played, or how the guira was played, or if the shit came from DR.
Yeah.
Just give me some shit that's fire and it makes
that
me
I
happy.
could dance. Yeah.
Like in New York, you have to like fill in all this criteria before they even play it. And I'm like, oh, Dios mío.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whatever. But you know, that's the difference between like when you go out into like the rest of the United States and even around the world. You go to Australia, they go bananas. For
Yeah.
some good merengue that gets them happy, they go bananas.
Damn, dude. I mean, but yo, New York used to set the mark. New York, dude. If you go as close, I'm in the tri-state area. If when I was DJing, if you go as far down or close down as Philly, DC, you say you from New York, it's a different level of respect. Different. Oh, you from New York, and even the promoters will market you like that. From New York, Frikkiao, like right.
Yeah.
I used to go out to the Midwest all the time, Denver, like all these places, Chicago, and they give New York that love, like they give New York that respect. Pero ahora, hoy en día, it doesn't mean shit, bro. Like New York has really no presence.
We have no sound. Even in hip hop, it's kind of like the same kind of thing. It's crazy when 6ix9ine is the dude. You know what I mean?
Pero, fucking crazy.
That's in hip hop. Pero yo digo because we don't even have a sound when it comes to our Latin music. There is no New York sound. It could only happen, I think, with that kind of support. Like, let's say what Famalada used to do.
Yes.
Because they used to play the local guy.
Yeah.
The local guy had a chance. Like right now, it's like, yo, if you're not a hit, I can't do anything for you kind of shit. If you want to do it, go move with DR and, you know, make your shit happen over there and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, it's me.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
It's never going to happen. So the thing is, new kids with talent are never going to, like, get into merengue.
Yeah.
That's the other byproduct of the whole situation. Because then the kids are going to be like, yo, there's no money in that. You know what I mean? So they could have done merengue if it would have been the shit of the flavor of the month. But they're never going to get into it now. And there's going to be a generation and a half that's going to be like, that ain't it. So we ain't going to have no merengue kind of like outbreak unless somebody comes in that's about it. Kind of like the way Romeo did. He came in and he just changed the shit that they had to accept it. So if somebody comes in with that love of merengue and brings it to the youth correctly, it could still happen, though.
Yeah. No,
Bring sex appeal and all that shit. Make the girls scream.
I agree, bro. I think that's the only hope we got left.
I'm gonna give you an example. You know, like Grupo Mania. To this day, them niggas are the bomb. The way they perform, the way they do their shit. Like merengue, like Dominicans need to step it up like that. Get back to dancing and not just standing there haciendo el sermón that they fucking do. Like really get back to dancing, get the girl screaming, bring happiness back. Because I think in merengue, like if you listen to a lot of the merengues, it's really sad. Like sad in the sense of it's sad song.
Yeah. It's
not a happy shit no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not Hermano Rosario happy music. It's like music. Ay, cuando tú te mueras. That's how it sounds like. Ay, coño. Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? We need to bring it back when the shit is happy and get the girls screaming. Because when the girls are happy, then the guys go dance with the girls and you create the movement. The girls usually are the ones that set it off.
Yeah.
For real. All that shit about darkness and the Grim Reaper is not going to attract no women. Ain't going to attract no people. Because when people want go out and party, they want to dance. They want to be happy, not hear some shit that it sounds like some niggas dying when he's singing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a fact, bro.
But I'm just saying it's what's happening.
Yeah.
And I think if
so are you saying that that's the Omega sound?
Well, I like Omega. I just hate.
I'm playing, but I mean, you could like him.
At least he does it right. But he came in all different, so I liked it.
But I'm saying
it's just the guys that came in trying to sound like him that was doing it wrong. That is like, oh, Dios mío. You know what I mean? But it's about, you know, there's a time and a place. But when everybody then wants to do the same thing, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because then nobody even wants to do happy shit no more. So everybody wants to emulate Omega, and merengue's dead. I'm telling you, it's like, okay, dagger, boom, it's done.
Coño, pero no hay un par de merengueros buenos por ahí, pero I mean, listen, bro. I mean, we've been down this road so many times on this podcast that
it's my opinion, you know.
No, of course. I mean,
I'm no expert.
You did 3 albums with Fulanito. Then
the first 3 with the guys. I did more albums after that.
Okay, so you did more albums after that. I guess let's talk about the separation of Fulanito. I think that's what happens next, right? Because now you and Winston break up, right? After the 3rd album?
Right after the 3rd album, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't even a breakup. It was just that I needed to work with other producers because it was getting hectic.
You wanted an entanglement.
Diablo, pero Dios mío, muchacho. No. Nah, but it was just like reggaeton was taking over. New York stopped playing merengue really pretty much. And we were going through like a crossroads of what we were going to do next. And we needed to change the sound a little bit or step it up. So I needed to work with other producers because whatever, I was getting sent wasn't up to par, I guess. Because right around that time, I moved to Florida and Winston stayed up north.
Okay.
So that kind of made it kind of hard to work on a day-to-day the way we normally work. You know what I'm saying? It's not like now that you can work in the internet. So it was kind of like hard work. So it was left to fend for himself to make the tracks. Like I wasn't there to work with him like we did all the other tracks.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So it was just like, all right, so we used some, we used some, but it's just that it wasn't like the same vibe as before. So I needed to work with other producers. And then the other thing was that whenever he did show me something that was fire, he would say it's not for me. And I was like, pero loco, if you're the producer or whatever, he would give it to like his cousins or he's, oh, it's for my father's project or this or that. So to me, I was like, well, I got to make a change if you're not going to give me your best stuff. And I'm depending on you. So I was like, I need to work with other producers. And, he was cool about it. He says, well, as long as I could do some. So he did a few. He got paid for those the same way I paid for the other guys for some stuff. And that's what we did on the fourth album. Especially that's when the new guys came in.
What was on the fourth album? What record was on the fourth album? Remind me.
Pégate. Un ching. It was like a remake of Winston de Jesus record. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Un ching.
Okay.
Un ching. So I did it with rap.
So you did the Descontrolados version in rap.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So I did that, and Winston de Jesus produced it himself. He was that other producer. That's why I know you confused both Winstons the other day, but then that wasn't me. I did work with Winston de Jesus as well on that album.
That was Fragancia who confused him, not me. I know Winston de Jesus, bro. He's a good friend.
No, I know, but the thing is, I saw the podcast, nigga. Don't turn back. No, the thing is, that you said, oh, Dose's partner, whatever, Winston de Jesus.
Oh,
but anyway, it's not
maybe I was having a drink. I don't know.
Yeah. That's not important. But yeah, so Winston rocked it. He just, Winston de Jesus. That's why it's two Winstons. Right?
Yeah.
Winston de Jesus did his thing and this and that. But that pretty much kind of like where all the separation, kind of friction,
all right. So
like
walk
happened between me and him.
So walk me through this. You speak to Winston. You tell him, hey, I would like a different sound because I want to. The sounds are changing. We're doing the same thing. It sounds the same. I want to work with other producers. And he said it was cool at first. You can go and work with other producers. He gets tight.
Well, yeah, I don't know at what point he got tight, or maybe he was tight the whole time. But at least what he expressed to me, I didn't see the tightness because we're like family members. He would come and stay in my house because I was pretty much married to his sister.
Yeah.
Was and their father is Arsenio, the accordion player. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier.
You did,
but yeah, I did. So he would always come and stay at the house. So we were always in family.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, the shit ended. It's like, no, he would come and stay at my house. I pick him up in the airport. I stay at his house when I went up north. So we continued like that. I don't know if inside he was mad and then I don't know what point things changed. You know what I'm saying? But we were cool even after that.
Okay, so. So when you say after that, after you're now operating as Fulanito, right? With now you got Danny, you got the other guys in there.
Jay Martinez, yeah.
Right.
So there were the other two new guys plus Pickles and myself. So it was just 4 guys this time.
Okay.
At that point, we did el album La Verdad.
Okay. So okay. So entonces, cuando venían, like I saw an interview, like when did the tension happen, bro? Fuck it, let's just get to the point. Like when did the tension happen? Because like I saw an interview when he was like, no, I own the name, no, he owns the name. Like when did this shit start popping off? Because I just saw a lot of shit back and forth. Like I own the name, this one you own the name, no, that's my name. Well, I mean, even till right now, you got Fulanito original. He's in the comments with Fulanito. Like, it's like, I'm like, wait, those is right here. But, oh, no, is it? Coño, yo te confundí, mano.
Well, we both have the rights to the name. You know, that's what the judge like ruled out. You know, there was like a lot of the beef started when I went to try to grab the name. But the reason I went and tried to grab the name because right around 2008, 2009, when Pickle stopped working with me, he joined Winston, and they were kind of like trying to like squash me.
Yeah.
Like teaming up to like. So that's when I was like, oh shit, let me do something. So I went for the name. But that was the only reason. I never intended to do it. I only did it because they were like, oh shit, now they're teaming up against me.
Yeah, I saw an interview with them, I think in Houston, and they were just going in on you. And
yeah, so they you know, once Pickles left, you know, then they teamed up. And I guess the thing to do was to like, well, we're just gonna take it over. Yeah, those just got nominated for a Grammy, but it don't fucking matter. We're just gonna take it over. So they kind of like went that route.
Why'd the Pickles leave?
You know, something, you know, he did some shit that was not correct, and I brought it up to him, and he just decided to quit after that.
Okay. All right. All right. So now they bounce, they try to come after your name, and you guys go to court. Judge says you both.
Nobody could take, like, none of us could take it. Like, it's, you know, it's just both of you got it. So you either got to get together or somebody has to give it up. Like, you know, you could have it or whatever, but none of us could take it. That's pretty much what he ruled.
So that,
which is cool with me.
Yeah.
So like, really, like I said, I only did it because, you know, I don't fucking mind. I wouldn't want to take it away from Winston. It's just that they were planning an attack on me. You know?
Yeah. But now,
like I forgot to mention, they ended up getting a deal eventually with Valverde, like a baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the dude gave him a ton of money, so they had another chance to make it. You understand? But it was right around that time that, you know, then it got to the point that they were just trying to like take over and like push me to the side like I never existed. So that's why I went for the name. So that's really just the back and forth about the name, and then the judge said none of y'all could take it. So this is where we're at.
So today, you use the name Fulanito, and Winston uses the name Fulanito. Now,
yes,
oye esta vaina.
He has the right, like I have the right.
Okay. So, I mean, he claims that he owns the name, and he's got paperwork and all this shit, and this, that, and the third.
Shit. He owns Grupo Fulanito, which is something under false pretenses, which I could also take away if I want to. Because,
really?
You know, the judge would be like, I see what you're trying to do here.
Coño,
so espérate.
Hold the fuck up.
He registered Grupo Fulanito.
Yeah.
That's not Fulanito. That's why it went through the cracks. Because he just named it that. But he doesn't own it. But when he wants to go and like fool like promoters, he'll show them that paper. So he's trying to fool you too, right? With that bullshit.
No, he didn't. No. I got that.
But I'm saying, like, that's the bull that he gave you. Right?
I got that paperwork from the AP Associated Press fax machine. So,
okay, so it says Grupo Fulanito, right?
Yeah, and it's licensed in DR. It's licensed in.
Well, what he did in other countries is some other shit.
Yeah, I even think Europe. He's got some shit in Europe, like the name trademark over there, some shit. But
he did all that shit. But really, it's about the U.S. And the U.S. supersedes everything, so he could do all the fuckery he wants, and that's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did see a U.S. In the TMZ document that I got. I did see a U.S. trademark, because yo que vaina, I don't know. I saw some shit. It was a while ago.
It's a bunch of nonsense anyway. Like, really, you know, I'm Fulanito. I'm always going to be fucking Fulanito because I sing fucking everything, and I own half of it. I own half the rights and everything. He could never knock me off. Even though he tries, he could never do it because it's me.
Let me ask you another question, though. What about I
don't fake the funk like unlike other niggas.
What about the publishing? Who from the I heard again through my TMZ channels, yo escuché that you guys split the publishing.
Yeah. We did everything half and half. Well, when it came to the recordings, I'm saying there's always two things. There's a performance side, and then there's the recordings of the song. When we did the songs, it doesn't matter who did more or who did less. We just split it down the middle. Okay. Even if let's say, for example, I did all the lyrics, right? So you know how a pie, the music pie is like the lyrics. I got 50% of the lyrics. But I did like a lot of the music also, but I didn't get paid that extra money. I just split it down the middle.
Got it.
You know, because but you know, we had a partnership, so I don't want to get into all that. And maybe sometimes the other way, well, no, it never happened the other way because I did all the lyrics. So I'm saying I'm the one that always got the short end of the stick out of anything.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? But anyway, we're a partnership, so it's 50-50.
Okay. Even though he
every
didn't.
single song we did together.
Okay, so anything you do now, do you still split that with him? How does that work?
No, you don't get none of my shit.
So nothing.
He keeps his, and I keep mine. I don't want his.
So now, how
he
do you?
might want mine, but I don't want his.
How do you? Damn. Shit.
So,
I don't know. I think he's in the comments. I don't know. I don't know if I see him in there, but anyway.
Saludo, Winston.
Winston will be here on Friday. He will be here on Friday chopping it up. So I'm on my way.
He could say his side.
All right. So, coño, I have so many questions, bro.
Sigue.
Entonces, tú no piensas de que tú tienes el nombre fulanito, él tiene el nombre, porque él también tiene un gordito también ahí. Yo vi una entrevista los otros días en un website ahí. Y él tiene un gordito, él tiene un grupo entero con la gorra, con los suits. Él tiene el grupo fulanito formado.
Halloween, 365 days of it. Halloween. It's like, let's dress up like fulanito back
Where's
in 1997.
my popcorn?
Let's even go get a fat guy because, whatever. You know what I mean? There's two different type of fulanitos. There's that fulanito, the folksy fulanito that want to go back to 1997. And then there's me, the actual guy who sings it, and I'm going to bring it like the hip-hop style flow. That's my flow. Not trying to be folksy. They're being folksy, and he has a right. But they dress like it, whatever. It's just that it's fucked up for the fan when they get the wrong shit. They're like, but what's up with this shit? Corny shit.
Okay. So, let me put this in perspective for you.
All right.
So, and I'm gonna be very honest, all right? If he was to outmarket you using that strategy, he could probably win. Remember,
if he said like what you just said if he outmarketed me.
Yes, right? Yeah. If he was to go,
no, I don't even think so. No, because people don't like whack.
So you're saying he's whack?
He didn't sing Wayando. He don't sound nothing like me. You ever seen the show?
Never.
All right, so I'm saying like people are gonna be like, that's not how Fulanito sounds.
But he performed.
I'm saying,
he performed,
like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta sound good. You could dress the part, have the accordion, have a fat guy that looks like Pickles, but that's not gonna win people over. That shit is all smoke and mirrors.
Pero, papi,
quality, man. People want quality, dude.
All right, but doesn't he perform some of the songs that you guys own? Guayando, La Novela. Doesn't he do that?
He has a right.
So all I'm saying, again, I'm just putting it into perspective, right? If he was to market himself correctly with those records,
there's a lot of ifs. Anything can happen. But
I'm just trying to be devil's advocate.
But you know what? But hermano, if he actually pulls it off, I gotta give him props.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I don't live and die on Fulanito. Like I got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
It's just that Fulanito is one of my brands, and like I make money from there. I do tuna room shows still, because the freestyle market is happening, and I do shows with them. I'm from that circle,
Yeah.
So I'm always performing. I'm always getting hired to write stuff for people and produce. I got a new album about to drop. I'm always doing things. Like Fulanito is just one of the things I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? For some people, like I sing my songs for a reason, because they're my songs. He sings my songs for his reason.
Well, he wants to get paid. I mean,
you know
and he owns half of the record.
Yeah, so he has the right. But you know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't do it if it was the other way around. I wouldn't be singing nobody else's shit. But anyway, that's something else.
Damn, that shit's good, bro.
Because I'm an artist. I'm an artiste.
Yeah. Wow. Damn, this is good, bro.
Really? I thought it was disappointing, man. Because I don't know.
Listen.
I'm not a controversial guy. All I do is say the truth.
No, I want you to be honest.
I don't make up shit. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I did my research and I looked around and I see, damn, he even got the fat dude. Like, okay. I mean, I'm gonna ask him about the fat dude.
Smoke and mirrors. Like when you do the concerts down there in South America, it's usually big crowds and stuff like that. So people see it from far away. It's like smoke and mirrors. Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And even if the vocals sound bad, a lot of times in these things, vocals sound bad, so they get away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
it's just a thing.
Do you feel that it takes away from what you're trying to accomplish as Fulanito? Because are you putting out an album as Fulanito now? This new album you got coming out?
I am deciding what I'm going to do with that.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, I have the right, but I'm just trying to finally, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
A veces I think like that. But the thing is, since I have the right, si conviene, I'll do it as Fulanito. Si conviene más. Or, I could just do the real cojones shit and be like, you know what, fuck it. Because I trust my ability. And then, that might be what I might have to do. And it sucks that I had to keep proving myself. That's what's fucked up. I just told you my whole history. And you're going to hear their history tomorrow and the day after. You're going to be like, yeah, okay. But I still have to always prove myself, which is unfortunate.
So, all right. So check this out. So Pickles, right? He's got this Don Fulano project. How does that make you feel? Now he pretty much took the byproduct of, it's like me, I don't know, it's like salchichas Goyas. Now it's like, oh wait, I can't say Goya on here, my bad. Shit. Fuck that. We love Goya. We love Goya in this motherfucker. Fuck this shit. Anyway.
I know it's your show, pero Iberia. Well, anyway.
Oye, I'm gonna try to get Goya as my sponsor now. Fuck this shit. Anyway, so
we're gonna be fighting, man. We're gonna be fighting.
So listen.
Now it's gonna be a Fraga moment. Always my boy Fraga.
I'm gonna have a Fraga moment. Don't talk bad about my Goya, damn it.
Gotcha.
Anyway, all right. So, damn, because dude, like, even the Instagram has Fulanito. Okay, I'm not even fuck that.
Like I don't pay too much mind. Like he did his hustle.
Yeah.
He did his Instagram hustle better than mine. Yeah, I admit that. He'd be like, yo, when you have to buscar sonido, you do whatever. Like me, I'm a confident dude, and I just, I probably handled it wrong. I should have been like, oh my God, get all nervous, but I don't.
Yeah. People
who know me will be like, hey, he's very laid back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's going to get hired anyway, so what the fuck? It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
People hire me anyway. I've been doing 40 shows a year for the last 30 years, pretty much.
Now, what about
it's just, I'm always going to get booked, even when it's slow or whatever, because I have a lot of different hits.
Yeah.
It happens with niggas with a lot of hits.
I mean, do you think though that eventually one of you is going to give it up and be like, fuck it, quédate con eso. I'll just make money off the publishing, and I'm not doing live shows as Fulanito. I'm going to evolve into Dos, and I'm going to continue.
I think at the end of the day, we'll work something out.
You and them.
I really like. It's not on my mind right now, but I really believe, two smart dudes, OGs. A esta edad, va a seguir peleando esa mierda. Yeah. Eventually, it will be like, yo, whatever. Let's just do this shit and right into the sunset, but together, rocking, making money. I really believe it'll end up being something like that, or hopefully.
Are you willing to do something are you willing to work with Winston again?
Well, I like what he's doing band-wise. At least he's he's really doing his thing with the band. Back in the days, he didn't get involved that much. Maybe if he did, we probably, taking it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But like now, he's putting in that work with the band and rehearsing and all that shit. We could probably take Fulanito to the next step, him rocking the band thing and me being alive. That could happen. Like me, my thing, I'm into logic. Logically, I think that would work.
Yeah.
I don't know about all the hats and the fake pickle guy on the side. I don't know about all that bullshit. But Pickle's always gonna be my guy, and those guys don't get along. So I don't know if that will ever happen.
So wait,
if we're gonna play that role. If we would play the role of we gotta have a fat guy, it ain't gonna be that dude.
Yeah. So let me ask you another question. Like, so are you cool with Pickle? Is Pickle your guy?
Yeah.
So how do you feel?
I think, la vaina es que nosotros hablamos. Like, we always communicate. He sends me pictures from back in the days. I send him like, it's like a family thing, but we kind of like competing. It's a friendly competition. Because at the end of the day, even though he's Don Fulano and he's trying hard to market that new name of his, that sounds very similar to Fulanito.
It does.
Even though he's doing that, it's like, I'm like, I'm still competing, because there's people that think that he, like, as long as they hire him for the cheaper price, they got Fulanito, and that's good enough because they got the gold.
I mean, dude, he's got a track on there that if I close my eyes, and I think it's you.
No.
Have you heard it?
You gotta be kidding.
Hold on one second.
Nah. Well, if he did,
súbemelo un poquito más. Así. Así. Don Fulano, posadera total.
That's not me.
Siente el ritmo, dale, menéate, siente el ritmo, dale, menéate, siente el ritmo, trágata, 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 tra. Dale, menéate, siente el ritmo, dale, menéate, siente el ritmo, dale, menéate, siente el ritmo, trágata, 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 tra. Siente el ritmo, pegadito, siente el ritmo, siente el ritmo, trágata, 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 tra.
I mean, I'm not gonna front. That shit is kind of hot.
It's dope. It's dope. It sounds nothing like me. Come on.
I mean, the high-pitched voices that you were talking about before that you did.
Oh yeah. I guess I guess he figured it out a little bit.
I mean, look, hold on. I don't want to evolve this shit into a fragancia moment.
Is he really starting to sound like me?
Look.
Súbemelo un poquito más así. Así. Don Fulano, gozadera total. Dale, menéate, siente el ritmo. Dale, menéate,
Even the laugh.
siente el ritmo. Dale, menéate, siente el ritmo. Trácata, 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 tra. Dale, menéate, siente el ritmo. Dale, menéate, siente el ritmo. Dale, menéate, siente el ritmo.
This part right here.
Siente el ritmo, pegadito, siente el ritmo.
I mean, that sounds like you.
Yeah, it could be because he's taking a little bit. Like if you really do what I do, I stretch notes and I do a bunch.
I mean,
of
he's
shit.
got.
Like that. Yeah, you could probably get away
that's
with
that
it. It sounds
Fulanito.
dope.
That's that
It's like-
Fulanito training.
It's little. Anybody could go. That's it.
Listen, it sounds really good. I was wondering, I'm like, coño, pero
I ain't gonna
suena similar. No suena como tú, pero suena similar. I mean, let me correct it because,
It's a no. He's hitting the no. Yeah, right.
all right. I mean, and it's that,
hitting the note.
it's that house sound. And I just wanted to
It's like,
find out.
You know what? It's like, he got it.
It's very similar. I can't front. It's a hot record. I mean,
Tócalo. Make that shit your anthem in the beginning of the show. You want?
I'm just saying, I'm just.
Yo, hit the bomb. No.
Somebody's saying fuck similar.
No me gusta la vaina. I like the track. I like it.
Do you like it?
It's all right. I like the track because the track está encendido.
So you don't like?
So when you sprinkle it with some things, it's gonna be all right because the track is dope.
So you don't like his vocals?
You know what I mean? It's just sprinkled. It's sprinkled with things. Like he didn't hit like a hot 8. Or he sang a hot thing. I'm just saying. It sounds all right.
I'm just trolling you. I'm trolling you for a little bit. I'm trolling you for a little bit.
It's a dance track.
In all fairness, we gotta play this joint.
Deja esa juca. Deja esa juca. Pero no hay vergüenza, carajo. Y tanto pariguayera, señores.
See, you're bringing back that Fulanito merengue sound. This right here could work.
La negligencia. No me explico.
It doesn't have the accordion. But that's not what I'm all about.
Ponte friki.
I like it. I mean, listen, I like it. I think it's fresh, it's different. I think that puede funcionar si se le trabaja bien la. And then maybe you could do a little remix with an accordion on it with Winston. I'm just saying.
It could happen.
I'm just saying.
Una versión típico would be fucking dope.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna propose that.
I like the idea.
So
The peacemaker, Frikkiao, the peacemaker.
I'm just saying, bro. You put this out 3 months later.
I'm all about peace as well, though.
Put 3 months later, boom, the remix with the accordion. Somebody might say, "Coño, está bien. Fulanito's back." But now you're married again if you do that with him.
It could definitely.
Tú sabes que a veces los matrimonios rara veces se reconcilian, pero cuando se reconcilian, la vaina funciona.
Yeah, yo conozco a Winston, un tiguerazo. I know him from, many years.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We could either fix it or not. But either way, I'm fine with it. He might be the same way. You know what I mean? But if it happens, it might just happen. And I'm pretty sure the family will be happy about it, though. Everybody hates the feud.
Yeah. I mean, especially if it's family involved, man. You definitely gotta, that. I mean, whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Es otra cosa.
Yeah. We're focusing on the music. All right. So let's talk about your. I mean, you cleared up a lot of shit today. You definitely said a lot. So you're both using the name. You both use the logo. You both have the right to do. So not one person owns this, owns that. Okay. All right.
Well, he's taking the names in other countries, so he tries to make it difficult for me, which is kind of like what keeps the tension going because he tries to block my stuff, but he really can't. But he just makes it difficult for my promoters. So it's kind of like at the theater. So it doesn't is never gonna fix if that kind of shit happens. Because I don't fuck with his shit. But he fucks with mine, but he can't. But just the attempt is fucked up.
Yeah.
Right?
It's gotta
like somebody tries to take a shot at you just because they missed. They still try to take a shot at you.
Yeah, it's attempted. Yeah, they don't call it attempted murder for for no reason. It's attempted.
Yeah. So he's constantly trying to murder me, but he can't fucking touch me, dude.
Yeah. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. But if we could get this shit right, and nigga could learn how to talk nice to nigga, then we could do this.
So you're open.
Yeah.
I like it.
Come on, ahí está loco. We're gonna be holding grudges y mierda, especially if we could get the bag. Find a way of doing it. The thing is, nobody's really can't come to the table with some real offer for me to be like, oh, let me put my attention to this and try to make this work. But like, if my man went and called me, my nigga called me on real, on some truthful shit, it could happen. Like, people who know me, they'll know that those who would actually be the dude that'll be like, hey, fuck it, it's up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna make it difficult unless you come in trying to talk, sideways, because I don't accept none of that shit.
Yeah. I mean, look
talk to me correctly, and it could be done. That's how I am. Everybody's like that. Should be like that.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, dude, one of you is gonna have to come forward and say, "Yo," but right now, I think look, number one, I think it's fucking up both your bags because you still do all your things separately as those and producing and writing and do all that stuff. But I think it's splitting. If you're gonna continue to work as Fulanito, it's fucking up both your bags. But hey, listen,
it is. You're right.
And
the thing is, I could imagine if it was only one funnel, just like one, then we could corner the market. But it's all spread out.
Yeah,
it's crazy how even if you include Pickles, he kind of eats from it too because he's singing my song. So it's kind of like Fulanito singing 3 times in the same place.
Right.
I mean, at the same time, but around the world. So there's money out there, but we just gotta control it and get it right.
Yeah,
But it's just like all the animosity. But some people are built that way. And I just can't accept fuckery.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, bro. At the end of the day, bro, you and Winston were the creators, and anybody else who came out with projects after that, it's great that they did that, and it's beautiful. But at the end of the day, you and him are the creators. Ahí está Winston de Jesus ahí. Dije de Jesus. Checked in.
Jesus,
he's in the comments there.
He's off the hook.
Yeah, so, all right. So, I mean, Alexa, I think pretty much you satisfied a lot of the questions that I had.
All right.
The song...
And nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. So you got this...
I could light up now?
I guess so, bro. Do your thing. You got this... So you're promoting 2 records. You're not sure if you're going to drop them under the Fulanito name or you're going to drop them under...
Yeah.
You don't know.
Because I got to see how I'm going to market it and strategy and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, yo tengo vaina que viene en inglés, I do my English shit still. I rap better in English, actually. So I'm doing some English shit, and then I got some Spanish shit. So I'm trying to figure out if I should just make it under one name or just keep the Spanish shit under Fulanito. I think I'm probably just going to zero in and make it a dose thing at the end of the day.
Pero oye esta vaina. Si tú haces una
Stop calling myself names.
Yeah.
I've been calling myself other names my whole career. Like, I might finally just call myself those at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Who knows? Vamos a ver.
If tú haces una canción ahora mismo, ¿verdad? Si esta canción Friki explota mundial, y contratan a Winston y al otro fulanito con el gordito a costilla de esta canción. So Friki explota, ¡pum! No, mundial. Y ahora están llamando de Colombia. Oh, queremos el grupo fulanito que canta la canción Friki. What are you gonna do then? I mean, he can't perform.
I can't do anything. I can't do anything to stop somebody's idiocracy and stupidity somewhere in another country. I can't do anything from there. The thing is, there's a video out with me singing that song, whatever, and the other guys are nowhere in it. And what I mean, if they're gonna go hire a group that doesn't sing the song, if they go and they're gonna go and start singing it, that's the measure of the man. If you're that kind of dude and opportunist to do that, you see the difference between me and other dudes. You know what I mean? Like, niggas who do that, that's some corny shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But if they do it, it's almost like, people just act like if I could get away with it, that's all I need to know. If I could get away with it, what is that? No integrity. So some people just don't have it.
Yeah.
If they were to do that, that's no integrity.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering because, listen, I mean, it happens. It happens. I mean, back in the day, right?
To do whatever, dude.
Yeah, back in the day, there was I don't know if you remember. This is off topic. Había la banda Chula. Remember la banda Chula, Nelson de la Hoya.
La banda Chula.
La banda Chula, and then he had a falling out with the guy Chino, the owner of the group, and then Chino turned around and did la banda tuya. Right?
I didn't even know about all that.
So Nelson de la Hoya did a hit. Yo como que te evito. He did that song after the fact, and these niggas was performing as Banda Tuya that same record.
The same song.
G.
Como te evito.
Yes. This guy Gabardina back in the day. Anyway, but so it is possible.
Those are the same niggas that'll rob your wallet, and they would you could be right next to you and be like, they won't show you, I got your wallet. They'll take it if they know there's money in it.
Yeah.
Opportunists. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Nigga with integrity like myself, I would be like, yo, here's your wallet. Opportunist niggas will be like, yo, if I could get away with it,
yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get away with it.
No, man.
It's different type of niggas, different levels niggas.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you 100%. So all right, so you got the song Chicle, you got Friki. What else you got? You got what they got? Oh, you got wait.
I did a new version of Guayando.
Yeah, let me play that shit real quick.
Guayando. Ahora sí es verdad que la cosa tan buena aquí. Gozadera total. Adelante. Hagan bulla, aquí hay party. Move your body, everybody. Mi gente mía, latino el mundo, en alegría. Vamos juntos a la montaña de mi patria dominicana, el requinto, sonando.
So ahora, espérate, otra pregunta ahora. Esta canción se pega. Esta canción se puede pegar. Winston cobra aquí también.
He's half writer
on this record.
Yeah, like no matter how many different versions we do, people with integrity give credit to where it's due.
Yeah.
He's remade songs that I did and he don't give me credit, but that's something else.
Damn.
I give credit where it's due, but I do it professionally. So the thing is, I've been doing this for 30 years and I do things the way you're supposed to do it.
Damn.
So I did Guayando, but no matter, even though he's not involved, he still gets 50% published. That's how it works.
Let me whatever happened with this record, man. Remember this record when you guys ended up suing this guy? This record here. Let me see if it plays.
Mesa que más aplauda. Mesa,
yeah,
that one?
This shit. Yeah. This shit was weird.
Mesa que más aplauda, le mando la niña.
Why did I know you
Mesa que más aplauda, sí. Mesa que más aplauda, no. Mesa que más aplauda, le mando la niña. Sa, yakuza. Sa, yakuza.
Yo, what the fuck happened there? Like, what? Tell me about that story.
It was a big hit for us because Winston and I, we share the publishing on it. Because we ended up getting the publishing. We got the bag, dude. Be happy for us.
No, I know. But what happened? Like, this dude just started doing this shit and recorded it and put it out?
Yeah, because anybody could do shit. You know what I mean? It's just that if the shit blows up and it's out there, you get sued if you don't ask for permission.
Yeah. Damn.
So the thing is, they went and did their thing and it blew up. Because the thing is, they could have called us earlier and negotiated it down and be like, yeah, we're going to make this remake, only taking this part, but, here's 20%. Are you cool with that? Because this is what we did. And if we agree. But since they didn't ask for permission, they came after the fact, we took the whole shit.
Damn. And that's
how it works when you rob niggas shit.
No,
but Winston and I got, we split everything on that and we made some good money on it.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, though. I mean, it was a pretty dope record. I mean, when the guy now when it came out, I'm like, oh shit, this is pretty catchy. You know what's fucked up? That record. I finally got an ASCAP award for that, but not for the original. The original one was a real hit, like El Cepillo. Yeah.
But that one, it just played and this and that, but it wasn't like really huge, even though it was huge. Like.
Where
but
was
it
that?
wasn't as huge as that record.
Where-
Record right there, that Sa 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 shit, that shit was huge. And I won awards. We won awards for that shit. And I'm like, really? And that's not a favorite record. I'm like,
You were like,
all right,
thank you.
I'll take it. Yo, we were at the ASCAP Awards when we won that. And in the audience, and winning awards also was Daddy Yankee, Romeo Santos, Arjona, all those motherfuckers in there. Sergio George was there too. He remembers. Estábamos todito ahí, and I'm up there accepting award for Sa Sa Sa. And then they play it out loud, and I'm like, damn, don't play it out loud.
And they played it out loud.
Yeah, because the record. I don't want to knock it, but I'm saying that's the one.
I mean, listen,
it wasn't even our record.
You can't knock it because it's your record. I mean,
We got paid.
It has
We got paid.
Yo, hold on, bro. We gotta play this.
It's just we got paid. We got paid.
Yo, hold on. I want to play. I want to go back and play this shit.
Which one?
This shit.
Mesa, mesa, mesa que más aplauda, mesa que más aplauda, mesa que más aplauda, le mando,
That's that banger, son.
mesa que más aplauda, sí, mesa que más aplauda, no, mesa que
That
más
banger, son.
aplauda, le mando.
What country was this? Where was this at?
Mexico.
Oh,
Puro
from,
Mexico.
from Mexico. Damn. Ahora, pero sí, yo, shit was crazy.
I think Puerto Vallarta. I don't know. There's a place in Mexico that they love merengue. Down
Yeah.
the soup, and that's where Clima was from.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Yeah, from
but
that
without a doubt, I think this is one of your biggest records right here. This record.
¿Cuál? La novela, papá.
I mean, this record was crazy. Now, was this in the first album, right? The first album?
That's in the first album.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed. There's no accordion in it. I don't know if you noticed, but there's no accordion in it.
There's no accordion
All right.
here. I mean, so
It's because like my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law, believes that the whole thing is about accordion. So I'm saying, like, our biggest hit to me, what really that breaks the house down, is that song.
this record is legendary. I mean, listen, this record is legendary. I mean, no me importa, and I got love for everybody, but this record is like, shit is crazy, bro. When that record to this day, this record is. Damn. There goes my YouTube monetization compensation. Fuck it. It's all going to you and Winston now. Fuck.
Así que me
Sí
gusta.
que me gusta a mí.
I mean, this record is.
Lo tú te mueves así. When that record came out, that's when we really blew up.
Yeah, I mean.
Like the thing is, when Guayando and Cepillo came out, that shit set out the fire. Everybody was alert. Everybody already had the album of when it bought it, like a lot, especially in the US.
Yeah.
When we put out Novela as a single, that's when everything like really got bananas, and that's how we ended up in Viña del Mar. We performed in Viña del Mar, by the way.
This record.
But well, all the records. But I mean, like when that record hit, that's the one that the people jump. Like when there's a concert and people are jumping, the whole crowd.
Yeah.
That's the one they jump to out of all my songs.
Wow, you know what I've always thought? I don't know if this is me and you talking like one day, whatever. I thought what's it, Chillando Goma or Guayando Goma? I thought that record was big in Chile. I think I don't know if you told me
that was big too, yeah.
Yeah.
But Novela was the biggest one. Like out of our top 5 hits, Chillando Goma I would say is about 4.
Yeah, I mean,
4 out of the 5. Yeah.
I always
And
thought
that has no accordion. I don't know if you noticed as well.
I did notice that. There's no accordion in Chillando Goma either.
There is no.
Coño, I got some questions for Winston.
Oh, then I have another one. Record Cállate, No Me Digas.
Oh yeah. I mean, this record when.
But that was one of my last top 10 hits as well. Our top 10 hits. I'm gonna say because
I mean, this shit right here was this record was.
Con el tigueraje trago la bulla.
And this is you right here on the vocals.
Cuando
Yeah.
mami que esta vaina puya. Muévelo un poquito más, mami, sin broma. A mí no me gusta jugar sin goma. Con ganas, volteate, dame ese meneíto de fama.
Yo, you know what I thought this record had like a Brazil sound. Like it had like that Brazilian because when I used to mix this record, I used to mix it with
Hola, considero.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was out there. Out there in Chile when we were out there promoting. The first album, that record was hot. The original song.
Mm-hmm.
We went to this big club, and I just saw everybody losing their mind. And I was like, we got back home and made a record just like it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way we used to work, Winston and I. We would like hear what people like, and then we'd get back to the studio and try to recreate it or make our own version of it and add rap to it. And that's always been our flavor.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I mean, listen, I think you guys did a lot of great things together. I think that a lot of things were accomplished. I mean, but you've also done a lot of great things together by yourself. And somebody said Magdalena. That's the song, Magdalena. Somebody wrote in the comments. Yeah.
Great record.
Yeah. So
Great record.
So anyway, I mean, we've gone through a lot.
Something like that coming out soon, though.
You do.
Yo soy la luz que te alumbra, pa 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 pa. That's coming out next week. But I'll still,
I mean, make sure you send me
I
that,
might have
bro.
to come back. I might have to come back if like after Friday when Winston went crazy, right? You invite me back?
I'll invite you back. Shit, I'll invite you while he's on.
I'll fuck it around.
I'm just saying. I try to do this shit with everybody.
It's supposed to be the end of your season. I don't want to take you out of your vacation.
Nah. Yeah, I'm for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And listen, bro, it was a lot of unanswered questions that I have for you directly. This is why I didn't want to talk to you before. This is why I didn't want to call you on the phone. This is like,
right.
No, yo quería hablar esta vaina aquí en vivo porque I wanted to get all these reactions and the follow-up questions because it was a lot of follow-up shit that I had in my head. I'm like, no, I'm going to ask this. So
ya estamos aquí.
No, pero ya, yo creo que definitivamente tú aclaraste mucho en lo que es la trayectoria de Fulanito. Ahora, vamos.
Hopefully Famulani wasn't disappointed. That nigga called me and said, "Yo, you better bring the heat."
No, it's not. Listen, it's not the heat. Tú lo que te tienes que traer es la verdad. At the end of the day, because
that's it. That's all I tell everybody. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all
Yeah, I mean, si tú hablas con la verdad y tú hablas en lo que es, I mean, I was just trying to find out. Yeah, I was just trying to find out who the hell owns his damn name, because he's going around claiming that he owns the name, but and he does, I guess, right?
In certain places he does. It's not in the U.S. We both do, and the thing is, at the end, we do because whatever action he takes, he can't really knock me down because I am, it's some deep mumbo jumbo whatever that is not, mentioning it here. All I'm saying is that everything, the root is the U.S.
Got it. All right. Well,
you could do stuff behind my back. Eventually, there's laws for that shit.
Yeah. But in other countries, you could still perform as Fulanito too, right?
Yeah, I do.
And him too.
He could try to stop me, but he just can't.
He can't. But legally.
But isn't it fucked up how the niggas trying to stop you though? Just the act of it is like that's some fucked up shit.
Damn.
But anyway,
so
go for it, nigga. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is like it looks very unlikely. Everybody's like, "Oh, you niggas." I'm like, well, somebody's constantly attacking me. It's really gonna be hard for that to happen. Like kind of getting together when somebody's stopping you.
Yeah.
Trying to stop you. I'm like, you were there. I recorded other shit with you. I did it. Oh, you're trying to say I don't have the right to sing my shit? See what's foul about that? That's foul.
Damn.
Imagine if you wrote and sang everything, some dude that was in the group, like Eric B and Rakim, and all of a sudden Eric B just says, you know what, I'm gonna sing the raps and this and that, and if you try to sing because I went and got the name, you can't sing your own shit. Everybody would hate fucking Eric B.
Yeah.
They'll be like, that's corny.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, listen, this was amazing. I think I'm out of questions. Yo tenía todas las preguntas, ya las pregunté. Shout out to Johnny Famolari who's on the comments there. So you're gonna continue working as Fulanito and Dos and Two in a Room and whatever comes your way. You don't know if you're.
Como siempre.
Yeah. Tú todavía no estás seguro si vas a llamarlo a él, decir, mira, ya, dame $50,000, coge la vaina para ti. Or he's gonna call you. he's gonna call you and be like, toma 35.50 y cógelo,
Diablo.
I don't know. I just put a number.
But you know what? That could make sense. His cat might just say, yo, we could work it out, dude. Whatever.
Yeah.
Your people call my people. We'll figure it out.
Nice. Call up Verdugo Entertainment on the check-in. Una bomba para Verdugo Entertainment.
No, saludos to my brother. Been holding it down. Or a lot of the fuckery, he's been holding it down for me.
Yeah. So now,
What a brother does.
So now, do you think now, like your brother being in the group now? Because a lot of people, a lot of promoters and a lot of people do comment about your brother being like now the hype man. He's being in the group, and how did that come about?
I need help on stage. I need help on like on stage, like I said, like the problem I've always had. Since I do all the vocals, I need eventually help with some vocals.
Yeah.
My brother he knows all the lyrics to all my songs. And he knows how to sing the chorus exactly like me because me and him have similar voices.
Yeah.
So if he sings like Guayando chorus, he'll sing it 10 times better than Pickle because my brother sounds exactly like me.
Yeah.
You understand? So when we do the shows, if you actually just hear the audio, it sounds like the record because he sounds like me. So to me, I'm like, you know what? Instead of me getting some dude that could try to like nail that, why not the guy that's already traveling with me? My brother. He knows all the lyrics. He knows all the background.
Does he get paid to do all that stuff, or that's part of his management fee?
Hey, coño.
Is that part of his management fee, or does he get paid performance fee? I'm trying to figure it out, bro. Because I might jump on your next tour.
Hey man, don't start no mess, man. My brother loves me, man. Stop.
Shit,
he gets paid.
So he gets paid.
But my brother's all about, is that we're a team. So like, it's not even about none of that bullshit.
All right, I'm just wanting to make
shit about that. I don't give that. If I could give him the world, I would.
I wanted to make sure, bro, because y'all niggas hiring.
Well, you could dance.
Listen,
you know what? Can you do? Mama on the set.
Oh yeah, man.
Can you do that? You might just get the job.
You put a money bag in front of my face, my nigga. I would sing like Huey Dunbar, bro.
Oh shit.
So yeah, exactly. So
I'm gonna send you my email. Well, you already got it. Just send me a demo, dude. You don't have to send. You know what? Through WhatsApp, just send it.
There you go.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Let's fucking make a group. Let's make a merengue group, and let's announce it right here. And I'll produce, like, if some dudes like a group that are willing to do merengue, I'll produce your shit.
Bro, you got.
I'll oversee it.
You got a bunch of really good talent here in New York. What I would
work on something. Let's gather some dudes, like a group, a screen machine that girls go nuts and some shit, and really get the New York vibe going. I'll produce this shit. Cause I see the vision. It's just getting the
group,
the personnel. Yeah, getting the right personnel, the right singer, a dude that raps, some dudes, with some swagger and all that kind of shit. Yeah. I believe it could happen.
Yeah, I do too, man. It's just, and then the right marketing.
That's my next mission, nigga.
All right, Dose. We got 10 more minutes before
Fulanito.
We got
without Fulanito. It's just like the equivalent these days.
So I'm gonna do one more shot because you didn't get fragancia on me. So
yo también.
I think we're almost done. We're almost done.
So for the record, how many times did you hit the bomb though? Because now I only feel you only hit it like 2 times.
No. We hit it like 5 times. I don't know. We hit it like 5 times.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
So mi hermano, salud.
Yo, salud, my nigga.
Salud. Thank you for doing this. We go so far back. I know Danny is in the comments there. Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Elvin. Yeah. I saw Winston come in at one point. Winston de Jesus and Winston de la Rosa. I saw both of them in there.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Pickles didn't get in?
I think Pickles might be. I'm not sure. He might be on some ghost viewing shit right now, but I don't know.
Shout out to Pickles. If you're listening, Pickles.
I give him a little. I give him a little bomb. Okay. That's my guy Pickles though, man. Pickles living in Colombia right now, living la vida loca. So yeah, but like I said, bro, no, I really appreciate you coming on here and putting this thing out and not just talking about the Fulanito truth, but also talking about your other stuff, like your 2 in a Room stuff, your 740 Boyz, because tú has contribuido mucho en la industria, tú has contribuido mucho a la música latina y y queremos que todavía siga contribuyendo. I mean, these tracks that we play tonight are dope. They're dope, and you're a very talented guy. You're putting out.
Eso, amigo.
Yeah. You're putting out a lot of dope. And you told me one time, you was like, bro, I'm gonna let you listen to it because I know you're not gonna tell me this shit is good just to fucking gas me up. You're gonna tell me the truth. And I remember you told me that one time.
Oh shit, I remember that.
Yeah, you're like, I know you're not gonna tell me no bullshit. So here's the shit. Tell me what it is. But
you were always that dude, so I was like, I always know that you're gonna tell the truth.
Listen,
I remember
man.
Lisa was the same way. She was like, I'm gonna come with the heat, nigga. So I'm like, yeah, you say.
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, like we've known each other for a long time. I've booked you to perform in shows, and
I appreciate that.
Yeah, like I think that you're a very talented guy. I think what you put together in every project. I think anything that comes out with your name on it is not garbage. I think it's a lot of good shit. Even the stuff that I just heard. We would definitely. I'm telling you now as a fan. Yo como fanático quiero otra novela. Quiero.
Oh, you like that? Otra vainita así, with that
quiero
flow.
otro cepillo. All right, because Cepillo was the shit. I mean, let's keep it real. Cepillo is the shit.
Well, dile a Winston to get the track ready.
All right, there you go. You got now that's a good bomb. That's a good bomb. It's a soft friendly bomb. Because it's
the thing is, I wouldn't want to do let's say Cepillo number 2 without him. That's corny. You mean?
Yeah.
Like let's say if he brought it to the table and rocked it or whatever, I'll be like, yo, I'm down. If you're down, whatever. Let's make a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so importante. Make a hit. Some shit that lasts forever.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think a lot of people that are connected. Look, we have 800-something people, and I think that I don't even know people on Facebook. I haven't checked Facebook comments on Facebook, but like I think you have a lot of fans, people on here. A lot of people that either are producers, people that know your trajectory, that know your work. I think that
so they're saying more good than bad.
No, people. It's just people that respect your work. At the end of the day, dude. Like
Oh, that's dope. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So
I thank all of y'all. That's what's up.
Shouts my boy KB. My boy KB. Ahí comentando los comentarios. But yeah, man, we have about another 5 minutes before this shit cuts off. I don't want to let it cut off without despidiéndonos. So I don't know. Anything you want to say before we get off?
Nah, I need some followers on my Instagram because that shit's kind of weak. So I need my people to go to Fulanito Original.
Yeah. Okay.
Fulanito Original on Instagram y también on Facebook, Fulanito Original, and Fulanito Oficial on Twitter.
Got it.
I just want to bring that stuff and look out for my new singles coming out next week.
Friki.
Alumbra, Yo Soy la Luz.
Alumbra. What's the name of the song?
Yo Soy la Luz.
Yo Soy la Luz. Is that like a
Yo Soy la Luna? Because the thing is, after I heard what Fragancia said,
God.
I said, yo, dude, I'm gonna make a song called Yo Soy la Luz.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm only fucking around. Yo, respect to my nigga Fraga. I spoke to him like a few days ago.
No, Fraga's my guy. Listen, and for the record, like
everybody loves Fraga.
Yo, listen, Fraga and I spoken after the fact. Like it's like there's no beef.
Oh,
like,
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's
no.
Dope.
We got no beef. Like it's no.
I thought he was mad at Chad.
Nah,
like,
he wrote me.
Se va a encontrar en la calle.
Nah, he wrote me. He wrote me. He's like, yo, you're my guy, right? You're my guy. I'm like, yo, you're my guy too. I said what I said, my nigga, because I don't sugarcoat it. Like I'm just gonna tell you how I see it. So
I love that.
Yeah, you may not agree with it, but I'm gonna call it as I see it. So and he, and then we spoke, and then he's good, man.
Everything was necessary that you did.
No,
in that interview was a great job, and you know what? It turned out okay because Fraga's cool. I spoke to him. He's tú sabes como Fraga. And he's happy about it.
I'm gonna link up with Fraga. Just link up, have a couple of drinks, just kicking him bullshit with him. He's my guy. Shout out to Fragancia. So, all right, my dude. So,
and
James, Fraga, and everybody. But listen, toda la persona. Listen, the reason why this podcast is getting attention from people is not because it's such a great podcast. It's because it celebrates the tropical music. It celebrates our music that a lot of the platforms that have perhaps more followers, more people, more audiences are forgetting about. So the reason why people are tuned in and listening and calling and hey, this, that, it's not because, oh my God, this guy is killing it. Nigga, I'm doing this shit in my fucking basement. You feel me? But guess what? I'm celebrating tropical music. I'm celebrating artists that have produced great records, that have a legacy, that have all this shit. And we're going to continue to do that because it's very easy to go to the urban route. I could very easily bring an urban artist in here and it's great and get all the views.
The flavor of the month type shit.
It's very easy to do that. But you know what?
Making no impact. I believe you're making an impact because you're doing something people really want to like talk about. People want to listen to. You know, and the thing is, it's something that nobody's doing. So, and you're doing it correctly. You know how to do it properly. You ask the right questions, and then you have an amazing voice, dude.
No, thank you, bro.
Hey, you have that locutor voice that is just right. If you were like, yo, so what happened? What happened when you know, the thing is, everybody be like, fuck that. You sound correct.
I mean, if I have a dope voice, nigga, is it good enough for me to be on stage next to Verdugo? I mean, no le quiero quitar trabajo a Verdugo, pero está bien.
Yo, you know what? You know, you can help me out on stage. There's a lot of vocals I got to do. Do you write? Do you rap?
I do everything.
You ever rap?
Oye,
you have the voice for a rapper. You'll be a dope fucking rapper.
Como te lo dije, loco. Búscame mi dinero y yo hago lo que sea en tarima.
Ya, te voy a producir un maldito dembow / merengue. I'm gonna find the fusion of both.
Yeah.
Un dembow merengue fusion. The new merengue house. There's gonna be dembow merengue, and you're gonna sing the hook.
There you
I'm
go.
not gonna give you too much work, like a whole rap. I'll do the rap, but you're gonna make the hook.
Dope. All right, my dude.
Love you. Thanks for the opportunity, man.
No,
You're the
thank
best.
you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Rafa, I keep saying Dos. I know Rafael Dos Vargas, creador.
El único fulanito.
I was going to say creador.
El único fulanito.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. What an amazing show today. Shit.
Turn off the music. Prende tu voz. Esto es Acapella. The podcast. Hosted by DJ Frikkiao and friends. Acapella.